the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go. And he believes that.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, Robinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and 1. Gets this one to use check. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Sermon. Devin McCourty brings him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. To throw again on second down. Brady. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run. Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Caught out left side by Robinson. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw here. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently
Neither guy is immune.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Robinson. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. James Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On play action, now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is taken at the 23.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
He'll leave that underneath to Sermon.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got room. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2? They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So after the INT, it's Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
That's the way. Check 26, check 26. All right, here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 2. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little bit, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 76 yards.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about this for a... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there on the run.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
To the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade American.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw is Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On first down, Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Matthews. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the